my top. I have taken the power out of sex. It ain't even in my top 3. Number 1, I like a nap. I love a nap. You can have sex. You can have a lot of sex, but a nap is way... 1 p.m., 2 p.m., grab the corner of the bed and put the ceiling fan on the second click. Just relax. Just relax. Until you have a tall baby, be like, Daddy. You be like, damn, Ja Rule. But yeah, that's number 1. Number 2 is chicken wings. I love lemon pepper chicken wings. I can have an orgasm or have like some ranch and some flats and some lemon pepper. I do the same dance. I'd be like, ooh. That's what I do when I have an orgasm. Ooh, it's the same dance. I'd be like, man, let me eat these chicken wings, keep my clothes on. Why am I giving myself this extra work? This might shock some of you, but my number 3. My number 3 is a good pee. You ever have a good pee? You ever sit on your bladder thinking you can make it to the bathroom when you get home? I don't have to go here. I'll wait till I get too many people here. I'll wait till I get home. And you ever get halfway home and you feel it coming out a little bit, so you got to tighten every muscle you got? For some reason, pee know what you're trying to do. It help you out. It go away. You be like, oh. But pee is on some bullshit sometimes, because when they see you on your street, that's when they be like, oh shit, here I come. Remember me? You thought I left. I'm about to piss down your leg. So now you doing 70 up your street, little kids jumping out the way of your car. You fly up the driveway. You can never get your key out at the door. You be like, oh shit. You get in the house, you kick the dog, move your ass out the goddamn way. And if you make it, and you, woo, you ever get them goosebumps? Woo. Ooh. Next time you gotta pee like that, do this too. Just, I tell you what, you'll take a nap after that pee. And that pee, that lasts 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's longer than an orgasm. If you're lonely, sit on your bladder. Save up your pee.
TV shows are diluting what love really could be. Right. You know what I mean? And we fall into it because it's addictive. It's addictive culture, but it's like it's really diluting what real love could be, dog. Like you really think if you want to find somebody that you can close your eyes and pray to God, right? And be like, Lord, send me a good leader. Somebody that knows you, Lord. Financially stable. God, been to therapy. Ain't got no baggage, Lord, just ready to lead. And you think God tells you, yes, my child. Go on a show called Love is Blind. No, dog. Have you seen this show? The concept of the show is crazy. You want me to fall in love with somebody through a wall without it? What? How down you gotta be where you ain't even gotta see the nigga? You just need proof of life. You seen this show? They got people crying to their mama like, he's not who he said he's supposed to be. He's not. He keeps switching. It's like, where'd you meet him? Through a fucking wall. It's like everybody sounded angelic through a wall. Mike Tyson sounded like Aladdin through a fucking wall. Talking about love is blind. No, it's not. Even Ray Charles was feeling bitches' wrists.
It's such a crazy time to like be a parent because we're doing things so different, right? Like now you can choose your parenting style like you used to choose a Mortal Kombat fighter. Our parents only had one style. It was survival. That was it. They just had to make it through. But we chose conscious parenting, me and my husband, conscious parenting, which is annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's annoying because it's not permissive. It's literally realizing every way in which you affect a tiny human life. And you have to be so aware of everything, and it's so hard because you want to fight them. You want You know you shouldn't. You know it's not their fault. But you find yourself getting frustrated at the craziest things. Because I would just be like, why can't you use a spoon? Give my son a spoon, he's like, no, you crackhead. It's just yogurt everywhere now.
I was gonna tell you guys the biggest difference I notice about Republicans and Democrats is Democrats make better coffee. Yeah. I don't know if you guys like coffee, but that's the truth. Democrats, good coffee. Right? Because I'm from Seattle, Washington. I don't like a black coffee or an Americano. I like a fancy little, with a stupid little cup. That's what I like. I like a doppio ristretto shot pulled neatly into a ceramic cup. It's called a Cafe Nico. It's got like a little rind of orange, some cinnamon, some orange-flavored syrup. It's a little dollop of almond milk. You can't order that from a Republican, you know? Right? When I go to Knoxville, Tennessee, I can't just walk in and be like, all right, boys, I would like a doppio ristretto shot pulled neatly in a ceramic cup with a little rind. He's like, you trying to suck my dick, boy? I'm like, what? No. What are you talking about? Hey, get out of here, Gary. This guy's trying to suck our dicks. I'm like, no, stay back there. It's a real drink. What are you talking about? He's like, we got black coffee, and I can leave a little room for your pussy if you want to put some milk in it. Right, that's, you can't. That's it. You can, that's, and I love that. That's me. I love a cowboy, but you can't order what I like from him. If you want the type of coffee I like, you have to go to one of these little granola peddling, little hipster fucking shops where all the guys have fucking neck tattoos and all the women are dressed like Cam Newton for no reason, and right? And they treat you like shit. That's how you know the coffee's good, when they treat you like shit. They're just mean to you for no reason. They just start it shitty. You've done nothing wrong. There could be no one in the coffee shop. It's gonna take an hour. This guy had to get through all the flags just to get to the guy. And the guy's, he looks like an idiot. He's got no bones because he's never eaten meat, so he's just wiping shit down. The rag is very heavy for him. He's like, by the time he notices, he's like, hey. You're like, hey. That's the guy. That guy makes the best coffee you'll ever taste in your life. You've got to go through the little song and dance, Are you guys here for the Palestine march? You're like, no, we're not. Just fucking, can I just get the Cafe Nico, Please, just one, please. Promise not to talk to you if you just... That's who makes the good shit. And it's always in a town like Portland or Seattle, one of these fucking towns. I pray for those towns every day. I don't know if you guys are people of prayer, but I pray for them. I keep them in the thoughts. I'm always like, God, please keep Portland safe. Please keep Austin safe, Lord. Right? Because they're any day now. It's true. People forget. Even the people in those towns, they forget. Because Seattle is a little blue dot surrounded by red. Portland, little blue dot surrounded by red. Austin, little blue dot, a lot of red. A lot of red. And these towns are so beautiful. They're very artistic. They're my favorite for that reason. They're these nice people who love art, and I like that. I like it. But they get cocky. And in their cute little safe blue circle, they start talking shit like these fucking stupid hick racists. You're like, shut the fuck up. They're right there. They can hear you, and they're armed. Right? Nobody's factoring that. You can't walk around popping off like, he's that racist morons. You're like, shut the fuck up. One day they're gonna go, let's get Austin, And that's gonna take, 4 minutes. Right? Can you imagine that war? Just all of Texas, like, and then the front lines of Austin are just these guys with stupid mustaches and the bikes with the big front wheels, like, welcome to Austin, boys. They're going, hit them with the poetry. You're like, no, not the fucking, there's no poetry. Jesus Christ. Get them with the hacky sacks. You're like, oh, fucking dead. It's just all, there's no more art, you know? There's no good coffee or art. Most famous celebrity just pours concrete. That's the fucking... There's no music or comedy anymore. Just a bunch of guys with guns.
So I have great kids. We were just in Ireland with them this summer, and we walked outside. It was nighttime. If you've ever been in Ireland, the sky is just jet black, and the stars just pop. It's unbelievable. And we walk outside. My daughter, who's 20 years old, we walk outside. She looks up at the sky, and she goes, oh, my God, they have the Big Dipper here, too. 20 years old, in college. Harvard University. No, she goes to community college, but still, she should know. They should teach that. My son just graduated. He had a degree in communications, which is the study of how to live off your father for the rest of your life. And I called him up before he graduated. I called him up on a Tuesday at like 1 p.m. He picks up the phone, shit-faced. I'm like, why are you drunk on a Tuesday at 1 o'clock? He's like, Dad, because my wine appreciation class is on Tuesday. You're what? What am I paying for? Do you know the shit gigs I have to take to pay for you to go through? I was at the Green Bay Chuckle Hut in January. So you could take a wine class? And the semester before that, he took a class in improvisational comedy. Really? Here's an improv. You're at a job interview, and you got no fucking skills. Go. Fucking drunk. I have him in gay conversion therapy right now. He's not gay, but we're trying to flip him so he can get a job when he graduates. So me and my son went to the beach this summer. I live on Venice Beach. And we're throwing a football, we're riding some waves, and then all of a sudden this girl comes running into the water. She's got on a little bikini, got huge tits. She's like 17. Or like 18 or 19. Now I think about it, she was like 21. At least. She was like at least 21. And she gets in the water, and this wave comes and hits her. Her top flips up, tit pops out, but she didn't notice. I did. I tap my son on the shoulder. I'm like, happy birthday, asshole, look at that. And he sees her, and he just lights up, and then he turns, and he high-fives me. And I remember thinking, this is the closest I've felt to this kid in my entire life. This is the peak of our relationship. I'll be on my deathbed someday, and he'll be holding my hand, and in my last breath, I'll be like, remember that fat tit we saw in Venice Beach?
You guys, listen, I'm so excited because this comedy special is about 23 years in the making, okay? Yeah, I'll tell you what I mean by that. 23 years ago is when I first came to the Comedy Store and became a regular and became a comedian and disappointed my Iranian immigrant parents. Because they didn't want this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, who else has immigrant parents here? Who's got immigrant parents? There we go, of course. Of course. Like, you, what's your background? What's your background? You, yes. Egypt. And what do you do? Executive director. You see what I'm saying? That's something to be proud about, okay? Her parents were proud of being executive director. I don't even know what she directs, but they're... I don't know, but good for you. Who else had immigrant parents? There you go. What were your immigrant parents? Also Egyptian. Oh, shit. Clearly it's Egyptian night at the Comedy Store. And you're Egyptian as well? You look like an Egyptian me. Look at you. You bald, beautiful man. Look at you. Look at this. What a good-looking Egyptian man over there. What's your name, Egyptian man? Mina. There you go. Oh, yeah, Mina. How are you, Mina? What do you do again? What do you do? Engineer. You see, I'm not even his parent. I'm proud of him. That's what they want, Mina. Not comedian. Mina, 23 years ago, I came to the Comedy Store. A lot of people don't know how you become a regular at the Comedy Store. The way it used to work, Mitzi Shore, who's the owner of the Comedy Store, she started the Comedy Store. She's now since passed away, but she was with us, and she started this club 50 years ago. Give it up for Mitzi Shore, first of all. Now, Mina, the way you would become a regular at the Comedy Store, you used to have to go perform in front of Mitzi in the original room. It's a room next door to here. And you do 3 minutes in front of her. And if she liked you, she would get word back to you that she wants to see you do 6 minutes. She wouldn't tell you herself. It was like mafia shit, okay? I swear to God, you do your 3, and if they liked you, somebody in the hallway would be like, all right, come back for 6. You'd be like, all right, I'll see you later. And if they liked the 6, they go, come back for 10. And then once you do the 10, she would sit in the back seat by the exit sign, and she would watch you. And as you're walking off stage, if she liked you, she would let you know, and she would make you a regular. Now for me, this club, all the legendary comedians had gone through it. Richard Pryor, Robin Williams, Jim Carrey, my hero Eddie Murphy. He'd been, oh my God. So I did my 3, I did my 6, I did my 10. Now I'm performing in front of Mitzi, of course, starting out. I'm talking about being Iranian. You know, she realizes I'm Middle Eastern. So I finish my set. I walk off the stage, and I'm walking past her. And the whole time, you want her to grab your arm. If she grabs your arm, that means you're going to be a regular. If she lets you walk through, it's like, fuck you, get out of here. Go be an engineer. No offense. No offense, Mina. Guys, it's about a 20-foot walk. It felt like 10 miles. I'm walking by. I'm like, Mitzi, please grab my arm. Please grab my arm. I want to be like Eddie Murphy. Grab my arm. As I'm walking by, her hand comes out, grabs my arm. I go, oh my God, it's happening. And then she pulls me close. She goes, you're very funny. I go, thank you, Mitzi. That's how she would talk. And then she goes, I'm going to make you a regular. I go, thank you, Mitzi. Then she goes, have you ever thought about wearing the outfit? I go, what outfit? She goes, you know the outfit, the hat and the gown. I go, hat and gown? She goes, you know the hat and the gown. I realized, oh shit, she wants me to wear a turban and a dishtasha on stage because I'm Middle Eastern. So I looked at her, I go, yeah, sure, that's a good idea, why not? I swear to God, I walked into the hallway. I go, what did I just agree to do? This is bullshit. And for 2 weeks, I was finding ways to get out of the outfit. And I thought she would forget because she was getting older then. I thought maybe she would forget. On Monday, the booker at the club, her name was Corey. She called me up. She goes, Maz, congratulations. Mitzi told me you're a regular. I go, yes, I am. And she goes, she also told me you're going to wear the outfit. I go, shit! I go, Corey, what happens if I don't wear the outfit? She goes, well, you're not going to get as many spots. I go, okay, all right. So then I had to figure out how to get through this. So then I realized, Mr. Delshad, Jimmy Delshad, I remembered, I found out that there was this Iranian guy who had been making fun of the mullahs in Iran, you know, the turban, the leaders of Iran, and he would do it on Persian television. And so word had gotten back to their supporters, there was a guy making fun of them. So this guy was doing some kind of live performance in LA, and some of the supporters of the regime showed up. They threw a rock, and they hit him in an eye. They blinded him in one eye. Yeah, and when I heard that, I go, that's it? I called the club. I go, hey, listen, Corey, I've been looking for the outfit. I got my eyes on some turbans. But I just want you to know, I just found out that there was a guy who was wearing the outfit, and the supporters of the regime showed up, and they threw a rock and blinded him. So I could wear the outfit, but they might come to the club and go after me. And worse yet, they might blow up the club. And then Corey goes, let me call you back. She called me 5 minutes later. She goes, Mitzi said wear something comfortable. You'll be fine. I got out of wearing the outfit. And now I'm Miami Vice. Look at this.
She broke up with me because, in her words, I was too emotional. That's ridiculous. It's a terrible excuse. Too emotional? Come on. I'm a Scorpio. I have master control over my emotions. You understand? No other person's gonna get those out of me. Sure, I was hurt. I had opened myself up to her. I did what people say they want you to do in a relationship. I was vulnerable. I said, there's me on the inside. That's my heart. Would you like to touch it? And she said, uh-huh. Took it. Ripped it out of my chest. I never saw it again. I don't know what she did with it. Probably used it around the house like a sponge, like a paperweight or a doorstop. Probably every time she met a guy she wanted to bang and he didn't have a condom, she was like, well, here, it's no big deal. She used Sean's heart as a condom. Unfortunate, it hurt, but hey, life happens, all right? But I was still broken. I was still a sad little boy. And I decided after a couple of weeks in the doldrums that the best way to get over her and move on with life was to see some titties. To go to a strip club for the first time. Now, there's no shortage of strip clubs here. Bourbon Street alone's got 2 or 3. It's got 8, I believe. I think it's actually like 13. And there used to be off-bourbon strip clubs. You remember those? Which were a lot like off-Broadway theaters, if you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're gonna pay less to get in, but you're gonna be kind of confused by what you're watching on the stage. It's more experimental than you were hoping. And there'll be a fog machine unnecessarily at full blast. You can guarantee it. And, like, you know, the Quarter's got world famous strip clubs, you know, like Rick's Cabaret, Stilettos, Barely Legal, Larry Flint's Barely Legal, Larry Flint's Hustler Club. I didn't go to the Quarter, though. I didn't go to any of these fancy strip clubs. I went 33 miles north of the city to a suburb known as Slidell, Louisiana, where there's a gem of a gentleman's club called Scuttlebutt. You know it. They should be paying me money for that response. I don't know that anyone's ever cheered for Scuttlebutt, but there you know. It's there. Now, I grew up near that place, and for my entire life, I thought it was just the dumbest named strip club ever. Such a Scuttlebutt, like the owner was just some meathead who didn't understand English that well. It was like, look, I want him to scuttle in to see some butt. Bam, names itself. It's better than Scuttlegash. It's better than Scuttletwat. Scuttlebutt. Put it on the fucking sign, dude. But later, I would learn that scuttlebutt is a real word with an actual definition, the definition of which is a rumor or gossip. So now that changes. Now I think the owner is just like a dude with a monocle and a top hat, twirling a cane. Pardon me, gentlemen and scholars alike. Behind these doors be scantily clad women of the night, willing to polish the knob on your front side for mere pennies on the dollar, or so that be the scuttlebutt. Now, at the time, I was only 20 years old. That is technically too young to get in anywhere else in the country. But I was also heartbroken, so I walked into that place with the confidence of a vet. You know what I mean? Like the bouncer didn't even look at me, but I swear I heard him say, "Thank you for your service." I went to the bar, ordered a PBR off the imported beer list. Imported from Milwaukee, bro. And I sat at the stage and just sort of flicked dollar bills at the strippers while listening to them strip, because I was still that heartbroken where I couldn't even look at another female form like, oh, she had a stomach too, man. No, I'm just not ready. And I was 20, so I was broke. So like every third flick, there was nothing there. I just did the motion. And I just listened to the cavalcade. All right, fellas, here she comes. Crystal. All right, club favorite, Cacophony. Sexiest woman in the Southeast 5 years running, it's Ebony. White girl, by the way. Culturally appropriating before cultural appropriation was a buzzword. She was a real South African American, if you know what I'm saying. All right, fellas, here she is, the club favorite, Jubilee. All right, late night, here she comes, Nancy. That caught my attention, Nancy. That's not a stripper name, that's a normal name. A stripper's name might be Nancy, but then her stripper name would be like Charcuterie. She's a board full of meat, fellas. Right? Nancy, that caught my attention. And unlike every stripper before her who came out dancing to Ja Rule or Metallica or Pantera or DMX, Nancy came out dancing to the Goo Goo Dolls' Iris. We all know that song, and a lot of people tell themselves over and over again that they hate that song. And if you truly believe you hate that song, then I guess the world saw you and it didn't understand. And Nancy and I make eye contact right then and there, and it's obvious there's a bond. It's strong between us. I'm almost worried other people could see it, right? I mean, look, she was looking right through me. She could see right through me. I was a broken little boy. That's why I was in the strip club. But I could see right through her as well. She was also broken. That's why she was stripping. I know. I feel it from some of you, like, well, Sean, what are you saying? Are you implying that all strippers are broken people? Yes, I absolutely fucking am, and you need to respect that. Because I don't give a shit. If you're not broken, go out there and live your life. Get broken, then we can hang out. Broken people are real, you understand? Like human beings, we're like glow sticks. We can't truly shine till someone cracks us. Shakes us up. Because she was broken, Nancy was more human than human. Which is a White Zombie song that Crystal had danced to earlier. And she's dancing around now, and she's topless. And there they are, those titties I came to see. But now they were more than just titties. They were breasts. Those which nourish us as children and please us as adults. This was somewhere in between, right? And we make eye contact again, and it's a bridge of light. It's like I'm staring into the eyes of someone I had known for centuries. And our last words to one another were, "Find me in the next life." And here we were, finding each other in the next life in a strip club in Slidell, Louisiana. Who'd have thunk it? And she kept dancing around. She had other people there, but every second she'd look back at me and we make eye contact over and over again. Our bond was so strong. We're here, Nancy. We'd found each other. How many lifetimes had we spent searching? Our journey could finally continue. We could be together again and travel the world and show the human race the possibilities of love and how it's the only thing that will save us from doom. Nancy and I would be together, and then I'm in a headlock. I'm in a headlock, right? Out of nowhere, and I look up, and it's the bouncer. He's got me in a headlock, and he's walking me out because he saw the connection. He knew the prophecy was true. He knew why I was there, to free Nancy, so she could free others like her. My heart was pounding at 5 times the rate it ever had, pumping blood into this body that was stronger than it has ever been. I was more than a man because of her. I almost felt sorry for this fucking fool. He had no clue who he had just put his hands on. And we get out to the parking lot, and he makes the mistake of releasing me, a gladiator and warrior in one, ready to destroy anyone that stood between Nancy and I, starting with that fucking mortal. And he very calmly goes, hey man, I can't have you in there crying, dude. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out. Maybe I am too emotional. Years before that.
Therapy. Anybody fuck with therapy at all? That's dope, man. Always, mostly women. You know what I'm saying? Men are always like, I don't do that shit. Fuck that shit, man. I fix my brain like I fix my car, you know? Like, but your car's a piece of shit. You know, I see you Ubering constantly, nigga. What's up, man? Dudes don't be looking at, they be looking at like therapy like it's some evil, I don't want nobody in my brain. Man, don't think about it like some weird, crying session. Don't think about it as a recon session. Think about it as an opportunity to learn how to manipulate other people. Because my ex did that, like, dude, you ever want to fight with a woman? Ever? Listen, seriously? No. You have like an appeasement, you'll make a good point, but nigga, you ain't got long. What? You ever notice how women are raised? They're raised different. You ever notice that when you were a kid, you were fighting, you were playing war, a tag or some shit, and you were looking at little girls at a little tea party like, oh, that ain't shit. No, that was some real shit over there. That tea party, that was like a United Nations assembly type shit. That was espionage at its finest. Women just backstabbing, right? Crazy. Even when girls are by themselves, where they have their dolls going, all right, this bitch don't like that bitch, that bitch don't like that bitch. That's what's gonna happen right now. So by the time you get into a family, you don't have a chance. Ladies are so good. And I've been destroyed by like both sides, like black and white. Like black women. Black women, when they get mad, it's like a blunt force. Blunt force, like right here. Fuck you, nigga, like right there, right? Maybe like a boxer with combination. Should've lost your damn mind, that kind of shit, right? But white women is more subtle. It's more like a samurai sword. Meaning, I didn't know I got cut until I was walking away. That kind of like, I might be walking away and she'll just say something slick like, maybe your father doesn't love you. And you're like, hell yeah, Friday, all relaxed, all chilling, feeling good. Let's just talk about something that'll bring us all together. Sir, who'd you vote for? Don't worry, man, I ain't gonna judge you if you chose wrong. I just wanna have a dialogue, you know what I mean? Now is the time to know, right? Okay, fine. You ain't gotta tell me who you voted for. I already know. It's all right, because you already know who votes. You can tell the voter just by their body language, Biden supporters, they all have the same kind of, tense body language, full of regret. What's done is done, let's never bring it up again, that kind of, right? Versus, Obama supporters are completely opposite. Remember, Obama voters, God, they still talk about it, man. It's still nostalgic, isn't it? I still remember the day I voted for my president. I do. Yes, sir. I remember waking up singing, yes, I can. Right? Trump supporters, they also got a lot of passion, it's not pleasant, but it's passion, you know what I mean? It's a lot of passion, right? Fuck you, I do it again. Ba, 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 ba. All right, listen. Listen, man, it's cool. I ain't gonna wear my mask. Ba, 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 ba. All right, listen, man. I'm just trying to go to this Walmart in peace, really. That's my entire goal. And also, I don't want to offend any gun rights supporters in the room because I know concealed carry is legal now. So, let me tell you my position on gun control, guys. It's a very clear position. If you have a gun, you're right, because I don't want no trouble, all right? Because you niggas are scary. You act like crackheads. They gonna take all the guns, okay, nigga? It's just, who let you into Walmart? So, like, tell me, man, Biden though, crowd Biden, let me tell you, I tried to vote for Biden. I tried, multiple times, but he just kept talking, and I just kept listening. You ever listen to him talk? It's weird. When he was, second dude in charge, adorable, all right? Second dude in charge, he just come in the room just saying all crazy. Hey guys, I just took a train here from Pennsylvania. I'm just happy to be here, guys. I mean, that's a black guy. Wow, I'm happy to be here. That guy was interesting, man. We like, yo, Obama, get your man. It was fun, but Then the debate happened. The second debate happened, and he lost me. The second debate. Remember the first debate, Trump was yelling. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. And we were all like, Trump, stop yelling at him. And then the second debate happened, and then Biden started talking, and I was like, start yelling at him again, because he just kept saying crazy shit, crowd. Remember when Biden pointed Trump, it was like, America, that man Trump right there? Let me tell you something. He's the most racist president in the history of presidents. Really? The most racist president out of all the presidents? I mean, are we speaking like pound for pound, or? Because what exactly is your measurement policy exactly? Like, how did he beat the first 12 slave owners exactly? What did he do? Just explain it to me. Like, okay, Jefferson I could see a little bit because he liked the pussy. But the other 11, crowd, how did he beat the other 11? I'm not sorry, I can't talk to you, crowd, unless we all agree at most he's 13th most racist president. Until we agree, we can maybe go that far, maybe. But I don't know, crowd. I don't know if he breaks top 40, in my opinion. In my humble opinion, Trump, crowd, to call Trump the most racist president in the history of presidents is so disrespectful to some of the most racist presidents in the history of mankind, crowd. Come on now. The dude who started slavery should be on the list, crowd. The dude who did the Jim Crow laws should be on the list. Remember the president who put syphilis in niggas? He should be on the list. Do y'all not know about syphilis, nigga guy? Do y'all not know? I'll tell you the story. What happened was, the president was sitting there at his desk going, rats and rats, right? Assistant walks in, Mr. President. He was like, what? I have a great idea. What is it? Let's put syphilis in every black man we see. And he was like, oh, that's a great idea. And he sat there and he typed it out. And crowd, that joke was only funny because he couldn't jump. He was in a wheelchair. So that crowd is, that was a smart joke. I'm proud of y'all. I know some of y'all aren't with me on this whole Trump not being the most racist president yet, though. I get that. I see where y'all coming from. You're like, he ain't. He might be the most racist. He might be. I think the biggest problem maybe for Trump, honestly, the biggest problem is that he didn't play the saxophone. See, crowd, if he played the saxophone, you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, oh, I just love the nigga. Because I'm telling you, it worked the last time. Let me tell you, crowd, there's this man named Bill Clinton who was like the Pied Piper of the Negroes, crowd. Let me tell you. He went on the blackest television he could show, Arsenio Hall, and got the blackest instrument he could find, the saxophone. And he was like, hey, niggas, I'm just like you. Do-do-do-do-do. And we fell for it. And we were like, vote, 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 vote. And he was like, thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Now, go to jail. All of you, go to jail, go to jail. And who wrote that bill? Who wrote the crime bill? Biden. So, by the numbers, Biden is much more racist. I'm sorry, I can't finish that sentence. I got some student loans coming, so I don't want I'm not trying to fuck up that shit, crowd. No. I actually know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm even bringing up politics. I apologize, crowd. My father's a political science professor, so he wrote 7 books on race, seven books on the systematic destruction that white people put on black people, 7 books. So I grew up very, 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 very unhappy. You understand? I know everything that y'all did, everything. And no, but it's okay. I sleep with a lot of white women, so it balances out. It does. Every time I finish, I yell freedom. So it does. Freedom! I said, oh, I helped. And I'm like, yeah, you did, Stacey. Yeah, you did. I like this room. It's very good. It's nice. It's energy. We're connected emotionally. We're getting deep layers. I like it. It's nice. Fuck yeah, man. One more white joke? So, crowd, here's my thing. Okay, Trump, he's not the most racist. He's not, but I'll say this. He tried. He tried to be the most racist, crowd. He put the damn 1-2. He pursued his dream, okay? So let that be a lesson to you kids. Just sometimes your dreams don't work out doesn't mean you shouldn't pursue them, okay? So you could be Hitler next time, maybe. So He tried to be racist. I mean, he tried to run a coup. He tried. It probably wasn't the best planned coup. It wasn't the best plan. And I bet you it wasn't the best plan because I don't think those people at the coup probably knew what a coup was. And I think that was their biggest hurdle, you know what I mean? You gotta have coup knowledge, crowd, to do a coup in the first place. I don't think they knew what a coup was. They just showed up, put a flag down, and caught their flight. That's not coup activity. You don't do a coup and then go back to your 9 to 5. That is not coup life. You gotta commit to the coup. I mean, but we saw the coup coming. I mean, I don't know if it was gonna be a coup, but we all saw something coming. We all knew something was happening. At least I knew something was gonna happen after 2020. That summer, I knew there was gonna be a backlash, you know? Because that's how America works, right? We all know America works. It's like progress, backlash, right? Like, remember we had free slaves, then we had segregation, right? We had Obama, then we had Trump, right? Right? We had hip hop, then we had white rappers. Crowd, there's a pattern here. I don't mind white rappers anymore. Nah, man. I actually like Post Malone now. Post Malone, I ain't like him at first. But then I heard that Spider-Man song and I changed my mind. I did. I woke up one morning, I was like, you know what? I think we all might be sunflowers if you think about it. I had that thought. But during the, Black Lives Matter march, man, I just got nervous because it looked beautiful at first, and it was just too beautiful. Everybody was loving each other too much. You know, black and white people were marching, and I was like, that's great. But then it started getting more tense, you know? White people started getting in cops' face like, fuck you. And I was like, okay, guys, stop. Then a white woman got on a cop car. I don't know if y'all saw, got in a cop car, put her pants down, just took a shit on the cop car. Y'all saw that? She was like, freedom! Ah! I was like, we didn't have a meeting on that, nigga. Why are you doing that? There was no marching about shitting on cars. We ain't asked for that. I mean, it's just too much. It was crazy. Congress came out. Congress was like, hey, we're gonna come out here and we're gonna talk about race. And we're like, thank you, Congress, for coming out and talking about race. And what happened? They came out one day wearing just kente cloth. You know what I mean? Like it was an African ceremony. And they were just like, Wakanda for life. What the fuck are y'all doing? We ain't asked for that. And then NASCAR. Y'all saw with NASCAR? Remember that, NASCAR? One day they just woke up and they were like, what are Confederate flags doing here? Oh my God. Oh my God. Who put these here? I had no idea they were here. Had I known these were here, this would have never happened, because everybody knows NASCAR is about diversity. Everybody knows it. So I'm getting nervous. This is a lot of things happening. There's a lot of progress. There's gonna be a backlash. And so I'm getting nervous, crowd. I'm like, what's gonna be this backlash? What's gonna be this like spark that's gonna make this gasoline blow up? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? And then it happened, crowd. And I think we all know what happened. We all know when it happened. Yeah, that's right. It was August of 2020 when The Bachelor announced its new season. I don't know where you were at, crowd. I don't know where you were at when The Bachelor decided to have a black man for the first time, crowd. A Negro for the very first time in the show's history. A show that's been on for 400 seasons, crowd. Let me tell you. They finally just went with a black man, and they jumped right into black. Like, there's no middle ground. Like, they ain't throwing Mexican in there to, you know what I'm saying, to ease into it. No, they just went straight black. Because they've only had like three types of white guys. They had like, a country white guy, in the woods, like, I need love, Or you have a city white guy going like, oh, taxi, yeah. Right? Or even a white guy who may or may not be gay. That guy. But they didn't do any of that. They went straight to black. And I'm sitting there like, oh my God. Is America ready for this? And everybody's like, of course we're ready for this. I was like, are you sure? America's ready to see one black man fuck a house full of 50 white women? Are you sure? On ABC, are you sure? On Disney Plus, are you sure? And they were like, of course we're sure. And I'm like, okay. And guess what, crowd? Tuesday the show premiered. Wednesday, the Capitol burned. So they weren't ready, is what I'm trying to say. He ain't even touch him either. He ain't even touch him. He was just like, hello. And they were like, burn it all down! Burn it down before the rose ceremony!
I got yelled at recently for saying the word homeless. I was at a dinner party, and I said the word homeless. And this woman at the dinner party, she corrected me. She let me know that the preferred term now is unhoused. And the idea behind that is the word homeless puts the responsibility on the person who does not have a shelter. And the word unhoused puts the responsibility on the system that has failed to provide a shelter for that person. Right, yeah. And that little tweak in the language is meant to fix it. And maybe, hey, maybe it will, right? Maybe it will. I don't know. Worth a shot. Maybe it'll help a little bit. Maybe it'll help like how a toddler helps you move. Like it'll be that much, right? Like, you know, when like two people have a desk and the toddler's like, or maybe sometimes problems seem so big and so unsolvable, and we feel so small and powerless in front of them that we will latch on to whatever tiny thing that we think we can control, and we'll hold on to that, right? Sometimes people are just like, oh man, this homeless issue, it's so bad. I feel so terrible for these people. I don't know how to help. I'm just one person. What do I do? I know what I'll do. I'll take this word that I just learned and I'll find someone who hasn't learned it yet. And I'll bludgeon them over the head with it. And the reason why I said that word in the first place was because earlier that week, I had been having brunch out on a patio. And while I was having brunch, an unhoused man... Progress. An unhoused man walked up to that patio, dropped his pants, and started masturbating. And I was sitting there, face to face isn't the perfect word. Head to head, eye to eye. And I thought to myself in that moment, well, I'm not going to tell nobody about this. And so I was at this dinner party later that week, right? And the conversation reached a natural lull. And I saw my opening. So I cleared my throat and I said, I have something I'd like to discuss. And I told that story. And this woman, she corrected me, right? In front of everybody else, she corrected me. She said, I believe the word you're looking for is unhoused, okay? And also, I'm sorry, did this man's mental health crisis ruin your brunch? And I wanted everyone to think I was a good person, so I was like, no! It made my brunch better. It made it better. I ordered more food. I called my friends up. I was like, you gotta get down here. They're doing new stuff at brunch. But to be honest, yeah, ruined my brunch. And it wasn't because he was unhoused or homeless or whatever word you want to use. That had nothing to do with it. It could have been anyone. It could have been Guy Fieri jacking off at my brunch. Like, I love this place. I come here every time I'm in town. It still would have ruined it. Because it was a guy jacking off at my brunch. And it ruined it for a couple of reasons, okay? The first reason is, I happen to believe that brunch is a lie. I do. I believe that brunch is a social construct made up by people who are too afraid to admit that they want to get hammered at breakfast. Some of us were doing that already. We didn't need a little portmanteau to justify our mid-morning alcoholism. And that's fine. I can participate in your charade. But I can't do that and think about the consequences of late-stage capitalism at the same time. All right? I can do brioche, or I could do Ronald Reagan got rid of our mental health care safety net in the early 1980s. This is where I have the trouble. And the other reason it ruined my brunch was because this man had a beautiful penis. Top notch. And it made me feel bad about my penis. His penis was glorious. It was beautiful. It was aesthetically pleasing, which for a penis is no guarantee. It was big, but not too big at all. It was plump. It was a plump erection. It was plump. Well, I'm only 39, but already when I get a boner, it's a real C- average. All right, like my penis has the energy of like an old British soldier saluting. Does that make sense? Like when I get a boner, it's like, "Hello, Lieutenant." Like it's. Like his penis was like a Marine on his third day. You know what I mean? It was like, "Yes, sir!" Like it was ready for action. And so I brought this up at this party. And this woman, she corrected me. She got to have a little endorphin hit, right? She got to feel good about herself, like she was doing something, because she corrected the big dumb idiot who said the wrong word at the party. Even though in reality, she didn't do anything to actually help this guy out. But she still got a little endorphin hit, right? And I got my own little endorphin hit later on that evening, when I took each of the dinner party guests aside one by one. And was like, what the hell was that about, right? Okay. Calm down, Bernie Sanders. Jeez, right? But I'm an even bigger hypocrite than she is, right? Because I didn't do anything to help the guy either. Neither one of us did anything to help the guy, but at least I was there. I didn't even give him the rest of my French toast, which I did not finish. And what's terrible about that is there are people out there who have enough money and power and influence where they can actually help change these systems, but they remove themselves from it. They make it so they never have to see it. They never have to deal with the consequences of their actions, right? They're not at my brunch. They're not at my dinner parties. They're having their own dinner parties right on another side of town, behind gates and fences and security guards. And what's ironic about that is those rich, powerful people having their dinner parties up in their ivory towers, a lot of those people pay people to jack off in front of them. problem. And we've got a solution. If we could just figure out some way to get these guys to see eye to eye. And that's why I'm running for president.